Hey, I'm Matt from Matt Lane Fitness. Welcome to another episode of Matt's Mental Fitness. In this series, I talk about anything and everything mental fitness or I just got a text. Mental wellness, mental health, and specifically what I'm doing here is I'm heading into my therapy appointment. When I get done with that appointment, I come back out and tell you exactly what happened. I think it's important that I remain transparent, and I'm okay with exposing certain... Come on, really? Another text. I think it's important to remain transparent and open, and I'm okay with revealing these things about me that I'm going to therapy for, because it might be able to help someone out there. So I'm about to go in. Hang tight. See you in a minute. And about 45 minutes later. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff happened. Tonight, I covered with my therapist what I needed to work on in the previous 2 weeks that it's been since I've seen her. And the first thing was money, as far as a vacation fund for Jenna and I. That's that intentional downtime for she and I. And I want to give you context. I want to give you the actual action points for me and what I did. So I started looking immediately for an app to transfer money that was just going to automatically transfer money for me every day or every week or whatever. I could not find one that I actually liked, that didn't play in the stock market or do roundups or whatever. I just wanted a simple app that would do that. And I know you can do that through your bank. You can tell them, hey, I want you to transfer X amount, but I wanted something just super easy that I could turn on and off if needed. So coincidentally, I started cooking for Holden and started cooking him food, and he pays me every week, so that money is actually automatically being saved. If that ever stops, I will plan on probably allocating a certain amount towards Acorns, the app, which I've used and talked about so much. Love that. So been doing that, so that's been automatically just happening. The other piece, the action point for me previously to be working on was self-confidence. And I'm a textbook overthinker, as Kevin Malone would say. And I know a lot of people overthink a lot. So for me, anytime that I find myself overthinking, I'm simply going to make a decision, whether it's a right or wrong decision. And there's growth in that. There's an anxiety that's built from just thinking. So I'm just going to make a decision, and there's going to be a lesson learned, whether it's a success or a failure. So I'm good with it. Moving forward to tonight and what we actually talked about, living to the future. I've lived to the future so much, and I have to learn how to be intentional about now. And I have to have this intentional time for me, this intentional time for us, so Jenna and I, and also intentional time to shut down. So for me to turn things off is really difficult. I have never been able to go to the beach and just lay there. We went on a cruise once. It was difficult. I don't think I did sit by the pool. That's just not how I'm wired. So when you mix that and trying to build a business or brand, it's tough. It really is tough. And, as she sort of said, you need to get really intentional about your downtime and your balance time with your wife and with yourself. And I know the simple fix for me, that intentional time for myself, is meditation and getting back to it, because it's been quite some time since I've done it. Guided meditation through the app Headspace. What an incredible app. So I will be getting back to using that daily. And if I miss a morning doing it, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I think that's also very important. Intentional time for she and I. I'd really like to start walking pretty consistently, in the mornings with her. It's very good for the brain, and I think it'd be really, really cool to start doing. And then intentional time to shut down. I think it'd be very important for me to start turning everything off, social media, technology, content creation at about 7:30 at night. Just turn it off, and then whether that's dinner or reading a book, who am I kidding? I'm not going to read a book, or just chilling with Jenna, let it be that. And the biggest thing that my therapist said tonight was everything that I just mentioned about the balance of time. She said, you have to realize that there is value in that. And I chuckled out loud that she's right. I look at downtime or shutting down time or turning it off or balance as like a waste of time. When in reality, I understand that you have to recover. You can't lift weights every single day. You can't run every single day. You have to have that recovery. And I think that balance there's value in that. And there is value in the intentional downtime to build what I'm trying to build. And I think maybe having a third party say that is maybe why it rang true or rang home or made sense. So yeah, that was my rant. I hope that brings value to someone out there. I capture these moments. I capture this very vulnerable time of me being in and talking to a therapist because I know that there's someone out there that is going through something similar or can relate. Or hell, maybe one day I want to be able to look back and be like, look what I was going through and look what I learned, so you can see the struggles that I have. So I'm relatable. That's the whole intention of this podcast, of this video that I do. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. If you got any value in this, let me know. Leave a comment wherever you can, wherever you're hearing this, seeing this. You don't have to be perfect at this learning balance thing, because there's value in it. Just try to be better than yesterday. Every day.